Hey guys, it's Shane, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the difference about going to school abroad or going to school in America. So, you clicked this video because I'm pretty sure you're trying to figure out if it's worth going abroad to study for nursing or staying here and going throughout the whole loan experience. When I decided to take nursing, I graduated high school here and I decided to do pretty much what everybody else was doing. So that means going to university, transferring, and then finishing and getting your degree. First thing you need to do once you graduate high school and you decide to take nursing is to determine if you want to get your associates or to get your bachelor in science and nursing or whatever. For me personally, I did the 4-year to get my bachelor's in nursing. My story is quite different than a lot of the students. I'm Filipino and I was born and raised in America, but my roots, my culture, how I was raised was full on Filipino. I can speak Tagalog. As a kid, my parents would bring us to the Philippines like every 2 years. I was really exposed to Filipino culture while at the same time living in America, understanding how they work here. Like most of them, or you, if you're one, I decided to take nursing, but it was my choice. I wasn't forced, or my parents didn't force me to take nursing. I chose it, and that story is to be saved in a different video. When I decided to take the 4-year course, I decided to go to university. They have this thing called pre-nursing. Pre-nursing is where you get rid of all of your prereqs, so all the other stuff, not really related to nursing, but kinda is. So like a PE, English, MyPro. It's categorized into this thing called pre-nursing, and usually you can do it within 2 years. If your school offers a fast track, you can finish it faster. So every quarter, the school that I went to was divided into quarter systems, and every quarter I would full load. So that means taking like 17 units, and in America that's a lot. I would pretty much fill in everything because I wanted to finish as fast as I can, because my family needed a lot of help and I wanted to help my family out, so that meant me finishing faster. I decided that when I got into college that I would do my best to just breeze through it. The way that I viewed college was something serious, something where you make your life decisions, your choices that will ultimately guide you in where you will be in the next few years as an adult. And once I was into my 2nd year of finishing almost all of my prereqs or pre-nursing, the minute I was trying to enroll, I looked at my assessment or whatever for the tuition, and I was just like, during this time I just came back from camp. I worked at camp for the summer, and I was trying to figure out where God was leading me. I have to mention that part because none of my story will make sense if I don't add that in. So the whole time during my 1st year of college, even from high school, I would always ask God, okay, lead me where you want me to go, and I will go. The Philippines has always been in the back of my head since I was a kid. My mom would always be like, oh, you guys should go to school in the Philippines, oh, it's so much fun there. And it was fun, and it is more fun in the Philippines. And so I guess it all led up to that precious moment when I realized that I cannot afford going to school in America anymore. You know how it is in America where you have to pay. If you can't pay, you have to take a loan out, and adulthood hits pretty hard as soon as you graduate high school. When I realized that, I saw the numbers and I was just like, man, I had this flash forward. You know how we have flashbacks? I have a flash forward to, oh my word, how much debt am I gonna be in when I finish? Because granted, I was in a university, I wasn't in, a community college. I was just like, okay, instead of graduating and being like stress-free and enjoying life, I will be graduating with a heavy heart with burdens. Yeah, I'll be happy, but I'll have eye bags to the, you know, to who knows when. And I didn't want that. I love my body, I love my health, and I don't want it to be cut short. After a lot of talking and planning, I decided to go, and my boyfriend, Chris, he decided to go to the Philippines, and we decided to have this adventure. From that point on, it was just a whole new life, because this time I wasn't going to Philippines for vacation for only like a month, but I was there for school, I was there to stay, I was there to actually live. So I was excited. You know, you the smell of the Philippines, the whole, just thinking about it, it just makes me homesick. Going to school in the Philippines specifically was such a blessing in nursing, because it was hands-on. So that was the biggest, these are the two biggest differences when studying nursing in the Philippines. One, America is more book-based, whereas Philippines is more hands-on or practical. One and two was when pretty much the teaching styles. One would be in Taglish, the other would be in American, in English, and the teachers in America would teach and teach and teach, like, you know, really teach, whereas in the teachers in the Philippines, they would teach more on the hospital level, in the rather than spending most of their time in the classroom, they would pour out everything that they know in the actual setting. Now, I'm not saying that in the Philippines they don't teach. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the teaching styles are different. In the Philippines, what I really liked there was that although you had to pretty much like understand the topics, really do your own studying, was that when it came to the hands-on experience, like for duty, for RLEs, what they call it over there, related learning experiences, is that they will teach you there. Like, if in the classroom it could get boring and like it's so hot and, you know, the electric fans are sometimes not working, so you have your own pamaypay. When you go on duty is our clinicals, CIs, or the clinical instructors, will really teach you there. And I believe that my learning, my experience that I got in the Philippines, I cannot get that if I was in America, because over there they allow you to pull babies or deliver babies. They allow you to deliver the placenta. They allow you to be in the OR. You pretty much, as a student nurse over there, you pretty much are the nurse. You're just not being paid. And that for me was just a blessing in itself, because I really got to see if nursing really was for me. I got to see how it would be if I were to have a patient pretty much die on the bed while we're performing CPR, while we're administering medications. And so I can share all of these stories with you guys in another video, but basically on top of that, it's a whole new way of life than America. So if you're considering of moving to the Philippines to go to school, consider the language, consider the money. Trust me, studying abroad or studying in the Philippines is very worth it in regards to money. If you are tight on money and you want to save, then studying abroad, specifically in the Philippines, is actually a good move. Because it's cheaper, money will fly. So you gotta be smart with your money, know where to eat, you know the calendarias, know the value meals that you want to eat at to save, or if the school has a cafeteria, decide if you want to eat at the cafe or not. Otherwise, you know, Philippines is beautiful. It's a paradise. It's home now. There was hardships. It wasn't always easy, but overall, God's leading to have us in the Philippines makes sense now that I'm done. And along the way, I built friends. I built actually families that I will have for eternity. Being in the Philippines has shaped me more on who I am today, and it has taught me more of values such as humility, such as respect, such as being a professional, being clean, being, presentable to people. And all those things Philippines taught me, whether it was from my school or just living every single day in the Philippine life, you know? It's simplicity, and so I do my best to continue living that way wherever I go, because I believe that the way of life that's lived there is a happy life. It's a simple life. It's a life of gratitude and contentment. And the more that we are content and grateful for what we have, the more happier we will be, and the more blessed and grateful that we are in our life and for the people in our life. So I hope that gives you guys some kind of understanding, or some kind of like, it's opened your mind to school or help you decide. Whatever your decision is, if you just graduated high school, or if you're in the middle of college right now and you can't think because costs and pressures from family, or if you got married already, if you have kids and you need to know, okay, I need to finish fast, how is this gonna work out? If you're considering going abroad, or specific to the Philippines, consider the options that I have given you in order to survive or live in pretty much paradise. I hope that this video helps. Leave any questions below, any comments, anything that you want me to cover. For example, like the way I studied, or like what did my notes look like, or how did my daily NCLEX routine look like, anything like that. Please leave it down below. I'm praying for you. If you have any prayer requests, please leave that also down below. And I really do take time, and I do pray for you guys. So God bless, guys. Have a good day.